How do I present my team to startup investors? Presenting your team slide to investors seems like the easiest thing to do. However, I have seen too many startup CEOs to count handle this seemingly simple part of their pitch the wrong way, and in the process, lose a chance at raising money. I don't want this to happen to you. In today's video, I'll share with you 10 tips for how you can use your team slide to help you get an investment. I hope you like it. Hi, I'm Brett. On my channel, I help early stage startup CEOs like you raise money and grow your startup. So if this sounds like you, then hit the subscribe button and the bell to get notified every time I release a new video. Let's get started. And let's start with number 1 on my list of 10 things. Number 1, your team slide isn't about your team. I know that's an oxymoron, but listen to me. Imagine this scenario. You're pitching investors, and you've just completed your problem solution slide, the first 2 slides in your deck. And you can tell that the investor is excited about your company. Now, the investor is thinking about the checklist of things they will need to proceed with an investment. Obviously, one of the most important questions investors have is, do you have the right team to be successful? So, your goal is presenting investors quickly and concisely that you are the right person to be CEO and that you have the right team around you to achieve success. This leads directly to my next point, number 2 on my list. Number 2, you need to explain your team to investors in less than 2 minutes. I'll never forget it. When I was an entrepreneur in residence at Crosslink Capital in San Francisco, I watched a company pitch the partnership. They brought their whole management team of 6 people. I'll get back to this later in the video. Each member of the team spoke. 20 minutes later, they were done introducing the team. I looked around the room, and the partners were all reading email on their phones. The company had lost any chance of getting an investment in the process. Here's the deal. Presenting your team can be a momentum killer if you're not careful. No one wants to listen to the bios of 6 people rambling for 20 minutes. You need to complete the whole process in less than 2 minutes. This leads directly to the next point on my list, number 3 on my list. Number 3, you brought the whole org chart. Let's go back to that team of 6 people that blew it. The CEO should have only brought 1 or 2 other executives that complement your skill set, not the whole team. For example, let's say you're on the business side and you have 5 co-founders. Then you should probably only bring your CTO or VP of engineering. That's it. You can handle the business, marketing, and sales questions. And your CTO can answer the technical questions. The problem with bringing the whole team is everyone will feel like they have to speak. And this can lead to chaos. I've seen it happen. Consider this one of the first tests of your leadership skills. Yes, the members of your team that don't go will be disappointed. However, raising money is not about the egos of your team. You'll have to explain to the team members that it wasn't anything they did wrong, but it was in the best interest of the company that you only bring 1 other person. Next, let's move to number 4 on my list. Number 4, you took too long. So you took my advice and you've decided only to bring your CTO with you to your investor meetings. You're not out of the woods yet. As I said earlier, you need to get through your team slide in 2 minutes. Here's how you do this. You go through your bio in less than 1 minute, and your CTO goes through their bio in less than 30 seconds. Then you introduce the rest of the team that's not present in 30 seconds or less. The key to getting this done right is for you and your co-founder to rehearse and time your bios. You want to speak at your normal speed when you do this. Remember that. Now let's move to number 5 on my list. Number 5, don't overthink your team slide. The format for your team slide is really simple. It should just be you, the CEO, at the top of the slide, and then the rest of your management team. That's it. However, you can score some extra bonus points by doing the following. If you use photos, then make sure each photo is shot with identical backgrounds, and make sure that everyone is dressed similarly. This makes it look much more professional. The point is, this slide should be easy for an investor to read and understand what's going on. Next, let's move to number 6 on my list. Number 6, make sure to explain who else is on the team. I was reviewing the pitch of a CEO that I'm working with today. Michael did a great job of showing who was on the team. Then Michael did something really smart that I recommend you do. He added the members of his team that weren't executives at the bottom of the team slide. You should do the exact same thing. Michael had 10 additional employees. They averaged 10 years of experience, and they had worked at companies like Google and LinkedIn. So he simply had a line at the bottom of the team slide that said 10 engineers with an average of 10 years of experience at Google and LinkedIn. Now, the investor has a complete picture of your team, not just the management team. That's a home run, in my opinion. Now, let's move to number 7 on my list. Number 7, you're the conductor. And you're the star of the show. Like it or not, a large part of an investor's decision is based on their opinion of you, the CEO. You have to manage the meeting. One of the ways you do this is by managing who answers what question. And you talk to your team before the meeting about what questions you will answer and what questions they will answer. The key is you got to work as a team. My co-founder and VP of Engineering, Jeroen, and I spent a lot of time rehearsing our answers. We also knew each other's parts in the meeting. Jeroen could answer most of the business questions, and I could answer most of the engineering questions. Over time, just like any good team, we knew each other's answers so well, we could easily fill in the blank for each other. That's your goal. Now let's move to number 8 on my list. Number 8. Don't put advisors or board members on your team slide. This is a classic mistake. Unless you have someone that is world-renowned advising your company like a Steve Jobs, then don't add them to your team slide. Investors know that you and your team are running the company, not the advisors. So, adding advisors actually can hurt your chances of raising money. It's the same with board members. If an investor is interested in proceeding forward, they'll ask you who is on your board. Adding them to the team slide just gets in the way. And while we're at it, let's move to number 9 on my list. Number 9, never, ever, ever bring an advisor to an investment meeting. I hope this is self-evident from number 8 on my list, but I've actually seen this play out and it is a disaster. Simply put, investors want to hear from you and your team, not your advisors. This can only blow up in your face. The one and only time I saw this happen, Dave, one of the partners at Crosslink, told me he was immediately out on investing in the company. He said, it calls into question your judgment as CEO. Dave's right. Let's move to number 10 on my list. Number 10, it's okay to not have a complete team. And it's okay to be a solo founder. You just need to own where you're at. For example, if you're a solo founder, you can't say that you don't need a team or that you haven't added any co-founders because you didn't want to dilute your equity. Those type of answers send a message that the company is all about you. Instead, you own where you're at. You would talk about the people you're recruiting and when they are going to join you. The most successful company I am working with today was also started by a solo founder. He had a co-founder that wanted to join the company, but his wife wanted him to wait until after the company was funded. The solution was to explain who he had lined up and when they would join. Now, if this content is resonating with you, then please hit the like button right now. One final thought. Your team plays a role throughout the investment process. The team slide is just the start. Everyone on your executive team may meet with investors at some point during the investment process. So, even if they don't go to the pitch meeting, they will still likely meet with investors before you close your funding. Keep everyone posted on the investment process and how they can help you close funding. Now, I have 2 more things for you today. First, my free startup pitch deck template. It has all the slides you need to develop an awesome pitch deck. Click the link below to get yours for free. Second, join my free group of startup CEOs, Zero to Pitch. It's a community for startup CEOs focused on growing their companies and raising funding for their companies. Click the link below to join. Finally, click the subscribe button to get notified every time I release a new video. I'm Brett at brettjfox.com. Thanks for watching today. Take care. Bye.